Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Planet Football, where football talk never clocks out. We're your hosts, Adam, Chris, and Riley, and today we have a special guest with us, our very good friend, Clayton. Say hi, Clayton.
What's up?
Emphasis
All
on
right.
special.
Now, let's get right into the episode. Riley, why don't you start us off?
Today's episode is Chaos Theory. We're nearing that time of the year, like I said, make it or break it. Last episode. This time we're talking about how once you enter December, it's just chaos. You can't predict it. Stuff's gonna happen. You're never gonna be able to tell what's actually gonna happen. So, it's just chaos. Yeah, that's my theory. The world evolves in a different way.
Because it's his theory.
It's theory. It's my game theory.
It was actually my idea.
Adam actually doesn't have brain cells.
Yeah, Adam doesn't have
He uses
ideas,
ChatGPT to think for him.
Yes, this is known.
That would require
Average
Adam
Panthers
to
fan.
be able to type.
Oh, you're right. So
I am a goated fan.
I'm so sorry, Adam. I don't know what's come over me over the past few months. I apologize.
Carl has come out.
Terrible. Yeah.
Carl
Even
is not happy.
Steven
All right,
maybe
Riley.
too.
What's up first? Do we want to talk about our hot takes from last week?
I
was wrong
again.
Yep. Chris was wrong again.
Yeah, honestly, the Browns lost any chance they had, any momentum they could have gotten with that muffed punt, like the fumble on the way back, and then they just couldn't keep up with the 49ers defense. Their offense didn't have it. Yeah.
That offense sucks. Shador sucks. The massage master needs to return.
Their defense played well. Their defense did play well. They just were on the field a lot, and it wasn't enough.
A 23-8 loss ain't on the defense. It is 100% on the offense. So,
Well, my hot take was again correct.
Of course.
Almost perfect too.
Vandy upsetting Tennessee and Knoxville. I was one touchdown off. My official projection was 45-31 be the final score, and the final score was 45-24. So I was just one touchdown off. I knew Vandy was just a more complete team. They just been the better team all season.
Yep, that's why I picked them to win too.
Yeah.
My hot take was also correct. I picked the Houston Texans defense to will their way into a victory against the Colts, and they did. Will Anderson destroyed that offensive line, and I didn't even know C.J. Stroud was back. I thought it was Davis Mills the entire time, but they play about the same right now, considering how Stroud looks. But yeah, that makes
defense is crazy.
That makes me and Chris. Chris, have you made a hot take yet?
I don't think so. I think I've been wrong every single time.
So Chris is 0 for 4, I'm 1 for 3, and Adam is 2 for 4. So Adam leads by a point.
Am I cheating?
Is he cheating?
No. Is he batting? He's batting.
No, wait, hold on. Right, yeah. He's batting 500 right now. He's batting 500.
Wow.
I'm just him, man. What can I say?
I guess so.
Because he had the Georgia beating down Texas, and now the Vanderbilt taking down Tennessee. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Little bitch that he is.
Hey, this is a family podcast. Pal.
No, it ain't. I turn all those parameters off. I put explicit on here. Because Carl likes to raise hell.
You gotta remind everyone what Riley said about Eagles fans just only a few weeks ago.
Oh, that
Fuck them.
I think he's gonna say a little bit more about them pretty soon.
Well, they keep crying in the comments of our TikToks. It's kind of funny.
Let's go Eagles.
And my God, they don't understand that it doesn't matter what they say. The Cowboys still beat them. They can cry about it all they want. The Cowboys are the worst team, and they still lost to them. So they can to their mommies and cry about Kevin Patullo ruining their fucking offense, and I can cry about Matt Eberflus ruining my defense. So it's a win-win there.
Beautiful.
Well,
All right, Clayton, what was your hot take? Never
Terrible.
having been on the
I mean, if you're talking about the Cowboys, do you guys want to talk about some of the past games?
Yeah, let's talk about the Cowboys-Lions game. I will jump right into that.
Game?
Ooh,
Hold on.
I want to talk about.
Let me get this out of the way first. When you have a defense for 3 weeks that has run perfectly, running a man defense, beating the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Raiders, it's like, why not change it? Yeah, let's change it. Let's go back to zone. Let's go back to what was getting us destroyed before the trade deadline. Let's just do that. That is the thought process that went down last night. I mean, Dak threw for 374 yards. That second interception wasn't really on him. It was fucking Flournoy dropped it into the arms of the other dude. And then, just stupid penalties. The refs were terrible that game on both sides.
I agree.
There was this one OPI they called on us that kind of ruined a drive, and it was really annoying. And then,
to be fair,
that
they
safety
probably called one a little earlier that they didn't.
And then we got a first glimpse at Steelers George Pickens again. Just no effort, zero. CD was having a game and he had to go out because he had a concussion, and then George Pickens did not step up into his role. That's it.
Goated.
Defense fluttered. George Pickens sputtered, and my king is still Rain Dakota Prescott. So
yeah, it was not the day to do it either, because you guys are. I mean, you still have a path to the playoffs, but man, is it a lot tougher now.
No, I think we're done. I don't think we had room for error. That was my thought from the start. You had to win out. I don't think enough dominoes are going to fall to put the Cowboys back in the playoffs.
Yeah, especially with the Panthers.
Oh, yeah.
Our best shot.
Panthers had a game last week too.
Our best shot is the Eagles losing 3 games and us winning out. That's our best shot, and I don't see the Eagles losing more than 2. So, it is what it is. Let's. What does our guest have to say about this?
Talking about the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Going on, or just the NFC in general?
Talk about the Cowboys right now. We're talking about the Lions game last night.
Yeah. I mean, Thursday's game was tough to watch because I was on your side. I did want to see them win because I live for the chaos of it all. That's one of my favorite things about this sport is the chaos of it, especially during this time.
Bro read the title.
But I am consistently disappointed when there is no chaos. I was just looking at the past few years, and for example, college football, there's that long streak of Bama just dominating it, and then Clemson also just dominating it. And I was like, I mean, I'm glad that we have a team semi-local that's doing well, but like I want to see some other names pop up, and that's kind of where I am with the NFL too. Is like, yeah, we have some great teams, but like I want to see other names popping up. I want to see the Cowboys. I want to see like the Jags. I want to see.
Well, honestly, it's not a bad year for that because
no, it isn't.
Weird stuff happening this season.
Oh, so well, the Jags sit at the top of the division.
Surprisingly well. Are you kidding?
Ain't no damn surprise. What you talking about surprising? We won 7 days. This young playing out of his fucking mind.
He's so loud his mic stopped picking him up.
Mind. You ain't gonna say shit being surprising. Yeah, how about that damn fucking Panthers game over the damn Rams? Yeah, let our nut fucking hang.
Sure.
Yeah, Stafford definitely gave the Panthers that game. Yep.
He was a believer 100%. There's no way that he was
evidently. But like, if you were to tell me like 2 years ago that the Panthers would beat the Rams, I would.
If you were to tell me 2 weeks ago that the Panthers would beat the Rams,
I saw the potential. Okay.
I've seen it. This whole entire
I'm not saying I'm not saying they didn't have potential. I'm saying I didn't think it would happen.
All roads lead to 9-8.
Shit, the Rams weren't that good 2 years ago. We're good enough.
Yeah, you're right.
We are good enough.
I was just using that as an example, honestly. But like
we are the type of team. If anybody played us in the playoffs, they better be fucking worried because we can beat anybody. And you don't want to beat me.
Let me say one thing, Adam. We made those rage bait lists, and Clayton got you right off the bat.
Yeah, and guess what? We also had in our division Tom Brady, Matt Reeves.
Didn't y'all lose to Brady?
Yeah. Everybody lost to Tom Brady. He's a GOAT for the fucking reason.
Dak Prescott didn't.
Right. That's like, oh wow.
Dak Prescott sent him into retirement.
The NFC South is on its recovery right now. The reason why it wasn't, or why it's like that, is because you had 4 fucking Hall of Famers in the same exact division.
Well, we all know it's Tyler Show's division now.
Anyways, back to what I was saying.
Back to Matt Eberflus being a terrorist.
Anyways, before the Adam crash out happened,
okay.
It was
all
valid.
Right.
It was valid. I will give you that. It was a valid crash out.
Bro got rage baited
the game,
so hard.
He did not have nearly that much confidence.
Oh, really?
Oh no.
Interesting.
No,
but anyways,
it looked pretty good, and he was like, "Sadly, it's already over."
Oh yeah, I remember.
I know he always does that. That's his reverse psychology.
Yeah.
Yep. But like, yeah, no. If you had like, I live for the chaos. I love seeing teams come out of the woodwork. Not necessarily out of the woodwork, but come out of like the trenches and just surprise everyone. I remember. I think it was 2 years ago. We can talk about how overrated Brock. I can't remember his name.
Well, we can talk about how overrated Brock Purdy is now.
Purdy?
Jimmy Garoppolo.
It is Brock Purdy. Okay, thank you. We can talk about how overrated he is.
Jones
but, like,
as well.
Jimmy Garoppolo, Brock Purdy, Trey Lance.
That was
Mr.
That was his first or second season in the NFL, and he was like not even that high up on the draft picks, and he's still
he's Mr. Irrelevant. He was the last draft pick.
Literally the last.
Literally bottom of the barrel, and he managed to crawl his way to a fucking Super Bowl. And then
it's almost like he had a generational team around him and still failed.
Yeah, that's true though. But like, you get my point though. Of like, no one expected that to happen, and then next thing you know, oh shit, it's the fucking 49ers coming out against the Chiefs instead of
like the Bears beating the Eagles.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or the Cowboys beating the Eagles. Well, no, the Eagles kind of suck.
Well, hold on. I mean, we were down 21-0. The Eagles were on the path to blow us out.
Yeah, you're right.
Just blew the game.
That's what I mean, though. That is part of what I live for with this sport, is the sheer chaos that can ensue when a team gets a good play or gets a good game and is able to essentially go against what everyone thinks is going to happen, defy the odds, and come out on top.
Yeah.
I love seeing that. I love rooting for the underdog, unless it's against my boys, the Seahawks.
He's going to mention your other boys, the Ravens.
Listen, I'm going to listen.
All roads lead to 9-8.
We'll get to them later, okay?
So, honestly, off of Clayton's point, Detroit is kind of the epitome of that. They're a team that has been down for like the past 20 years and have just surged into the limelight. So,
I remember watching the Thanksgiving game they had against the Packers, and all I could think of was that scene from Family Guy of Brian getting stuck in the Lions Den. And he's like, "Hey, it's Thanksgiving. Don't you guys have a football game in Detroit to lose?" And I was like, man, the Lions really haven't been that good over the past few years.
Family Guy references.
The past few years they've been great.
No, the past few years.
No,
past few weeks.
I think he meant past few weeks. Past few years they've been insanely good.
Yeah.
I remember when.
You're talking about when the episode actually came out, like they were not that good.
Yeah.
To be fair, you could say that about pretty much any era of the Lions, except for the most recent one.
Pretty much, though.
Honestly, they might have been cursed.
Yeah, they are.
Well,
yeah, maybe.
So they released that commercial of Peyton Manning and the owner like breaking the curse in the bathtub, and ever since then they've been winning. So they really were cursed. They just had to break it.
Yeah.
All right. So some other games that we need to talk about. Colts in trouble? Question mark.
No.
I think yeah.
You disagree, Adam?
I think I might have predicted wrong for this week, but I still think they're gonna be good. They're gonna be either first round exit or second round exit. They ain't good enough for
Super
Bowl.
Like I said, I'm selling my stock.
when Daniel Jones got hurt, it's kind of taking a lot of wind out of their sails. The offensive aggressiveness isn't the same because you have to worry about him in the backfield. And honestly, if it's really that bad enough to where you're having to change your game plan and everything like that on offense, put in Anthony Richardson. See if he can do something. You picked him. It worked for Bryce to sit there for a second, so it might work for him. But I can see why they're so hesitant to do that because when he was out there, he was not great.
What rapper is gonna text?
Exactly.
What rapper is gonna text Anthony Richardson? Hey yo, hit me up.
They still got Jonathan Taylor over in Indianapolis. They have offensive potential, but I'm not sure that I just feel like they've lost a lot of their momentum because they looked so good for so long, and now they look beatable. And they've got a division matchup right now. The last recent history, they have not been playing that well against Jacksonville. I don't know. I don't know. I think Jacksonville's kind of on the up right now too. I don't know how good they are because they haven't been playing the best teams, but they are still winning games.
There will be no Sauce Gardner for the game against the Jags. So
see, that's a big one too. When Trevor Lawrence he's been kind of inconsistent, but when he plays, he can really light it up.
He can win games. He's just not flashy about it this year. He throws too many interceptions. He's too turnover prone right now. And I haven't really watched enough of their games to know if that's really just... I know a lot of the interceptions are on him, but I don't know if that's him, the scheme, or just how the team is.
There's a lot of... I don't know what it is about that Jaguars team, but...
Yeah, they can't catch worth of shit.
Yeah, they cannot catch the ball.
They returned Brian Thomas, so that'll be... So, no Sauce Gardner, return Brian Thomas. Again, Shane Waldron curse. They just need to fire him, and I guarantee you they will be so much better.
But... And they've got a decent defense over in Jacksonville, too.
That's what's carrying them. The biggest issue is that Texans game where they blew that lead in the fourth quarter. It wasn't even turnovers that did it. It was that O-line just got decimated by the Texans, and because of that, it put their defense out on the field, and their defense just for some reason was not able to stop Money Mills. So, no, the Jags are a solid team. I see them being, if they can take the division, being a second round bounce, maybe something around there. But Colts, same thing. I see them being also a second round bounce. Just the way they've slowed down and their momentum's on. It's just I think the AFC is not that impressive to me this year. It's just
the Patriots look pretty good to me.
I was gonna say, but they're only
even at that really they've had a very easy schedule, outside of the Bills and the.
So
that is true.
I think that
you gotta play.
In the NFC,
I know they can't control that. It's their division. It's their side of the AFC.
But they're still winning.
They beat the Buffalo Bills and the Buccaneers. They're good teams.
Well, they have the Bills coming up again. I'll see another litmus test out of them. It's just
they got a bye week this week, and then they got the Bills coming up. But I think the Patriots are good. They're on a 10-game winning streak right now.
I was gonna say,
you don't win that many games, just out of luck,
Yeah, I was gonna say the only two teams out of the AFC that I'm really curious about, given their season thus far, is the Patriots, like you just mentioned, Chris, and also the Broncos have my attention now because they've been doing better than I expected this year.
They're winning a lot of close games though.
Their games are a little too close for me personally, but it still is
they're winning.
A win is a win in my book, you know. So, it's kind of interesting to see. Like I said, some teams coming out from essentially coming out from the shadows and kind of dominating their divisions or just being ahead of the pack in their conference and
I
look at the fucking Chiefs right now.
To be where they are. I didn't expect them to be ahead of the division. I literally look at
the Chiefs right now. Look at the Chiefs.
Oh yeah.
They're what 6-4 what, 6 or 7, and I can't even remember.
6-7.
6.
Are they?
Yeah.
I thought they were
Thank
6
you.
and 6.
Thank you, Adam.
They're 6 and 6.
They're 6 and
Thank
6.
They're 6-7.
They will
Anyways.
All right,
it's
next
like,
podcast, Adam is getting
is the team
publicly
that's-
executed.
But like, this is the team that's gone to the Super Bowl consistently. Back-to-back
Mids?
Super Bowl winners.
Yeah, but did they belong there last year? I don't know.
I mean,
The refs
listen, we're not here to
helped
argue
them.
about last year. We're not here to argue about last year, okay?
Mark Andrews dropped the football.
But all I'm gonna say is, this is what happens when the refs aren't on your side. Just saying.
My favorite argument they were making about that Cowboys game is like, oh, the refs threw so many flags. And I'm like, stop committing pass interference then. Like, it's kind of simple.
Not that hard, dude.
Stop committing pass
It's just
interference.
not that
McDuffie
hard.
was in hell. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Those are legitimate
He's not used to
flags.
it, that's all.
He's not used
Absolutely.
to playing top receivers. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
You got Now, going back to it, we talk about the top teams. The most interesting teams in that one are actually the South in the AFC, is because you have Jacksonville 8-4, Colts 8-4, Texans 7-5. That's a wide open division. Like,
Yep.
Absolutely.
The way the Texans been playing lately.
yeah. The Jags and Texans have a meeting down the line. I wouldn't be shocked if it comes down to those two in that one game.
I think it will.
Let's
I
see.
think that division will come down to Jacksonville.
Yeah, if the Jags take down the
and
Colts,
Houston.
but the Jags do have the Broncos. The Jags have the Colts, the Jets, the Broncos, the Colts, the Titans. Oh, they don't have the Texans again? They already played them twice? Are you serious? Oh, they did.
Nice.
Okay, I was wrong. I guess it might come down to them and the Colts or something. I don't know. 2 games against the Colts within 4 weeks. That's kind of crazy.
Even still, I think that the division is going to come down between those two. I just have a feeling.
The Texans and the Jags. Let's see who the Texans. The Texans have. They have the Chiefs, Cardinals, Raiders, Chargers, Colts. A little bit of an easier out schedule.
Yeah. Well, I think the toughest one on the Jags schedule there is probably going to be the Broncos.
Oh, definitely.
And then obviously the Colts.
The way Trevor's offensive line has been handling it, that Broncos D line might feast. So that's not going to be fun for them.
Yeah.
See,
Broncos
that's
defense looking good.
now that emphasizes on the Jags how big of a blown game that 20-point lead was in the fourth quarter. Like you had to hold on to that game. Now, Clayton, let's talk about the 6-6 versus 6-6 Steelers versus Ravens. All roads lead to 9-8.
God. Oh, man. So, for context, for those listening at home, I'm one of those people where I like to have a team in each conference that I root for. Unfortunately, my team with the AFC is the Ravens, and they've done decent for the past few years.
They've played very well for the past few years.
Absolutely.
He calls it decent because they ain't win a Super Bowl.
They're struggling this season.
They are 100% struggling this season, and that's part of that. I will say is because of half of our offense being injured. A good chunk of defense also, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then Lamar came back, and we won a couple of games with him. He brought us up to a positive record. We were happy. We were living good. And then we lost.
Then you hit the brick wall called Joe Burr.
Game. We lost yep. And I wonder if part of that is because of maybe, like, benefit of the doubt here, Lamar Jackson's not playing at his top form, because whether he's recovering from an injury or whatever, he's not at his top form. He's not where he should be. But on the other hand, I think you also have to admit, he's been in the league for...
It's been a while.
For a while now, yeah. He's definitely not putting up, like, Brady numbers for being in the
2017.
League. Thank you, Adam. So it's like, maybe you have to wonder, like, is he on his way out?
I don't think so. Not yet.
I don't think
think
so
so.
He
either.
is not.
It's just an
I don't
injury.
think so
It's just
either.
an injury year, and it's just one
Right.
of those years. Because like
Right.
at one point
But
the
this is
entire
the year
defense
that-
was injured, and then he got injured, and just wasn't.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I will say this is probably the year that people start to question that.
Well, my whole thing is like I never liked the hype around Zay Flowers with him. I don't understand why
Right.
they've never gone out and got him a true number one receiver to fit the scheme. Because it's like you give him a jump ball receiver that he can rely on sometimes when improvising plays. He'd be so much like he's already great, but he'd be so much better. Like
Uh-huh.
if they were I remember at one point they were trying to trade up to draft Tet, I think, and it didn't go through. Like, could you imagine him running around in the backfield like a chicken with his head cut off, and then throwing a jump ball into the end zone and a touchdown with Tet, like Bryce Young's doing this year?
Right.
Yeah, so the whole entire thing with the Tet trade, that they tried to trade him just straight up for a bunch of for their first round picks and like a second, and we obviously said no because we saw what tremendous talent he could be. His ability to use his size, even use his speed, and now his chemistry that he's built with Bryce Young. There's the touchdown that he had against the Rams. He wasn't open one bit. He was fully covered by Emmanuel Forbes, and Bryce Young and Tet had that quality time to play with one another, to where Bryce threw it over to give him space to run underneath it, and he got underneath it.
He's
So
a big man too.
yes, he is. He's
6'4",
potentially,
129
possibly
probably.
he's potentially possibly the offensive rookie of the year. It's all going to depend on how we finish the season, obviously, because you have Ibuka that's also doing good.
Yeah.
Or Tyler Warren, another rookie.
They do
but-
individuals. He would be NFC, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Warren could be AFC.
All right, Chris, what about your Galaxy game plan you got this week?
Okay, yep. So this week's Galaxy game plan.
Didn't even let
selected
Clayton
a
go
game
over his
coming
game.
The game that I've selected for this week, yes, is Chicago versus Green Bay. I do think this is going to be a good game. Green Bay is favored. They are at home.
Puke versus
I am
shit.
picking them. I think they will win. However, I think this is a pretty close game. I actually think it's closer than a lot of people realize. Now, Caleb Williams has been playing really well when he has time to throw the ball, which is true for a lot of quarterbacks, but he's been playing exceptionally well when he has time to throw the ball. Not so well when he doesn't have a clean pocket. And the Packers pass rush with Micah Parsons, they've got something there. And if they can put pressure on him, the Packers are good. I thought that they were going to be insane this year, and they looked a little bit less impressive than I thought they would be, but they're 8-3-1 right now. They're playing very well. You put the stats side by side, offensively, defensively, they're a great team. Jordan Love is playing better than Caleb Williams, which I think is to be expected. He also has that Toyota-thon buff. Riley was telling me about.
I was literally about to inject. I was about to be like, Chris, one word, Toyota-thon.
Yeah, he's got the Toyota-thon buff right now. Now, the Bears' defense, I believe, is still leading the league in turnovers right now, right? I want to say it's still them.
Yes, they are.
Their defense has been playing incredible, and Ben Johnson has been cooking, right? The offense has been consistent, and the defense has been phenomenal.
Imagine if Ben
so
Johnson had a
Ben
good
Johnson for
quarterback.
what he's done with that Bears team. This is a close game. The Packers are at home. I do think they take it. I just think that they have the offensive power to compete with the Bears. I think they have the home field advantage, especially in Green Bay. Home field advantage really means something over there. And it seems that Green Bay has had the Bears' number for a long time now.
AKA Aaron Rodgers.
I do think Caleb Williams is going to be under a lot more pressure than he has been with that Packers rush. And I am expecting a close but Packers victory. That's what I think is going to happen.
Go ahead, Chris. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be a good game. I'm just saying, I still I'm favoring the Packers for this one. but I think it's going to be a close matchup. I think closer than people might think.
Yeah. The big thing the Bears did in the offseason, and it kind of went under the radar, was that Joe Thuney trade from the Chiefs. He has solidified that offensive line. And like you said, if Caleb Williams is not under pressure, he plays good enough. Like, I wouldn't say he plays great, and I wouldn't say he plays okay, but he plays good enough, above average, to win yourself games. But you also have a defense, like you said, you take away anything that you need. And that's where I turn to the Packers, and it's like their offense has been good enough, but their offense could be so much better. It's like this offense was supposed to be so good, and I don't know what happened to it. Now, I will say, Toyotathon Jordan Love is here. I think his stats are 4,005 yards, 30 touchdowns, 1 interception, and then the highest quarterback rating during Toyotathon. Don't know how we started keeping track of that, but just I don't know. The Packers, like you said, it started with Aaron Rodgers. They've been like owning the Bears for a while. I kind of agree with you. I have the Packers taking a close game. Probably, I'd say, maybe like a 28-21 type of game, like that.
I'm thinking along the same lines. It might even be closer. It might even be like a 24-21.
Maybe even like a weirder score. Maybe like a 27-26 even. Something like that. Kind of like that Broncos Commanders game.
6-7?
That sounds right to me, though. Like, somewhere in that range. I think it's going to be, like, probably...
That's your second strike, Adam.
A single-score game or within a single score. What's up?
Yeah.
He said it again.
He said the thing.
He said the thing.
I think...
Chris, we're not repeating it.
I don't even know what I said.
No, not you, Chris. Adam did.
Oh, gotcha.
That's what Adam said. Honestly, for that game, for the Packers versus, you said the Bears, right?
Yes.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Give me the Bears
for
that one.
Not so fast, pal.
Just because I want chaos. I want...
That's not even chaos. Actually, the Packers winning would put it more in chaos.
Damn. But I think that they're kind of the underdogs to win out because, like you said, it's at Green Bay's home.
Well, no one believes in the Bears.
Exactly.
Nobody actually believes in the Bears.
I do now. I officially believe in the Bears.
They're being called like a fraudulent 9-3 team.
So my take on this whole entire Bears game, Green Bay.
Just kick them from the chat.
I'm gonna have to agree with Clayton. I'm gonna take the Bears.
Hey.
The reason being
the Bears.
Is because the Bears. The Bears force a shit ton of turnovers, and you know who turns the ball over a lot?
Not during Toyotathon, pal.
Green Bay.
Yeah, but not during Toyotathon, Adam.
This is Toyotathon. Packers in your picks earlier today.
What?
Buddy, you're lucky I haven't made the graphics yet.
I've completely forgotten what my picks were. I just go off of vibes.
Buddy doesn't know ball.
Gotcha. You've changed. I see.
I think he's just a Clayton Glazer.
No, imagine the crash out I just received from a gift from that.
Adam said, my God. Like, chaos theory. He was like, all right, I'm jumping on. He's like, I'm jumping off this ship and onto this one. Let's go.
Chaos theory. I'm picking the team with a better record to win. Chaos.
Well, no, but yeah, I just see the Bears forcing some turnovers and getting some good field position and benefiting off that. However,
that's their key.
Packers still have a very, very good shot at winning the game.
See, I haven't even told y'all my picks, so that I can say whatever I want.
I didn't ask.
Strike 3. You're kicked out the podcast, bud.
Riley just sent something to all of us.
The amount of amount of Panthers slander that's about to be posted on the main TikTok is about to go insane.
Oh God.
Okay.
I'm gonna like and repost all of it.
I think the Panthers are pretty good. I'll say it.
Finally, somebody.
They are good.
Can't wait for them to lose to the bye week.
I was just saying I was surprised by how good they were.
Yeah. No, Bryce Young has really impressed me this season. I don't know how this always turns into a Panthers conversation. I'm sorry. Riley, if you wanted to...
because Adam's a self-centered narcissist who tries to drive the conversation to his team.
It's the aura of Bryce Young, the young GOAT. Future MVP next season.
You know what, Adam? We'll see what happens when I go up to Charlotte the weekend after Christmas.
Yeah, the Seahawks take them down. What if the Seahawks eliminate the Panthers?
Well, we'd have to lose to the Saints.
Well, you already have once, buddy.
It could happen.
It can happen again.
Yeah. But still, that makes the comment.
What
not
if the
correct?
Beat the Buccaneers this weekend and then lose to you?
Losing my mind.
Can the Saints still win the division?
Possession of the freaking. It's ours to lose.
Can the Saints still win the division? Question mark.
No. They were the second team to be eliminated. No, third. Yeah, third team to be eliminated.
The first team to be eliminated, the New York
was the Giants.
Yes, sir.
The second was the Tennessee Titans, and third was the New Orleans Saints.
Well, the only reason the Giants were first was because the NFC is a tougher division.
I agree. Like, we're talking about the Bears, and nobody believes in the Bears.
The Bears.
I think the Bears are better than, like, pretty much every team in the AFC, except for maybe, like, two of them.
It's a defense, man.
Hot take, but...
Yeah.
I just think that's what the NFC is cooking right now.
In the run game. The two running backs, the rookie and DeAndre Swift, they run hard.
All this for the Eagles to lose to the Chargers, the Bills, the Commanders once, and then the Cowboys to win out, take the division, and win the Super Bowl. Because it's our year, boys.
And he's sending the Panthers delusional me.
Because it's our boys. Right, Cowboys fans aren't delusional. We're just early for 28 years.
Next year, okay?
That has the exact same energy. That has the same energy as a post I saw on Instagram of, like, us overthinkers aren't wrong. We're just not right yet.
Exactly.
Okay.
Same exact energy.
So what about this? The next game we got the Bengals versus Bills. That's an interesting one.
I've actually got the Bengals, and that's gonna be my hot take as well.
Yeah, give me the Bengals.
Spoilers.
I'm already going for Bengals. Y'all know why?
You're in love with Joe Burrow.
Feed the agenda.
Hate Josh Allen.
Oh yeah, he does hate Josh Allen.
Here's my reason. I think that the Bills turn the ball over too much, and I think giving the ball to Joe Burrow is a bad idea.
Well, you want to know? You want to know a neat fact about Josh Allen and about Bryce Young simultaneously?
Oh God.
Here we go.
Bryce Young has now become the youngest player to have the most fourth quarter comebacks this early in his career, beating out Josh Allen by I think like 40 days.
He doesn't know it yet, but I muted him on OBS.
That still is impressive for Josh Allen, right?
Well, he's worse than Bryce Young, so that doesn't matter.
But by that statistic, better than Cam Newton, right?
You know who's better than both of them? Max Brosmer.
Who? Oh, no.
The Vikings' next quarterback. Demon, what number does he wear? Demon 12.
Demon 12, let's go.
Yeah. I remember seeing an edit of if he ever gets the ball, he'll never turn it back over, and then he throws 4 interceptions.
Yes. This is a Brock Purdy situation right here.
No.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson was hyping up ass.
He's probably texting Sam Darnold like, I miss you, baby.
Maybe it's
he probably does.
And Sam Darnold's doing pretty good with the Seahawks. Just saying.
Well, he's been struggling a little bit these past few weeks.
My dog is snoring pretty loud.
That defense of yours is disgusting.
Oh my gosh, you're talking about the Legion of Boom that we got?
No, that's not what's happening.
It's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same as what we used to have. But
yeah, because they got Nick Mid and Wari.
Yeah, we're not just laying out.
And Ernest.
We're just catching the ball.
Ernest Goes Jones.
You know what?
Yes, Ernest Jones the fourth.
Can we talk about how good DeMarcus Lawrence has played for them? The Cowboys let that man walk, and we needed an edge rusher. It's insane. If you were, I mean, I know the plan wasn't to do that to Micah Parsons, but you got to at least keep DeMarcus Lawrence just in case.
Yeah. Man, But man, the Vikings in the past game, I guess they were just really feeling that Christmas spirit, just handing the ball over.
Yeah, a little early, but
A little early, but
What happened to the Vikings?
No points. No points.
Yeah.
It's quarterback play, clearly.
Clearly the Seahawks rigged the game.
Yeah, obviously.
So yeah, Bengals, Bills. I'm also a Bengals fan. Also not just because of the bias. I think Joe Burrow coming back is significant, and I think they have enough offensive firepower to beat the Bills.
Not so fast, pal. Give me the Bills.
I want the Bills to win. I want the Bills to win. I'll be rooting for them to win, but I do think that
Shit.
I think if they turn the ball over,
All right, New Yorker.
Offense,
Give me the Bills.
Yeah,
Give me the Bills. You know what? Give me the Bills 35-21.
Oh, he's calling a score, too.
I think it could happen. I hope it does.
Calling my shot.
It could happen.
I think Joe Burrow is going to... He's just going to Joe Burrow his way to a lot of points.
Yeah.
Unless they put a lot of pressure on him.
Third leg Joe.
Actually, Joe Burrow plays well even under pressure, so...
He's just
an anomaly.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right, but give me the Bills. That's as simple as that. Give me
Nobody cares.
the Bills.
Houston versus Kansas City.
I have Kansas City.
Next week,
I feel like
Adam is getting publicly executed on the podcast live.
Hell yeah.
Clayton will be his permanent replacement.
Is there a way I can vote for both teams to lose?
You don't vote. You root.
Is there a way I can root for both teams to lose?
Give me. You can try to summon a meteor.
Good. Whatever.
The Texans losing their defensive line, and Kansas City losing. So there's a win for you.
I want neither team to score any points.
Give me the Texans.
I want the Chiefs to lose, just so their name or their record can be
goes negative.
No.
6-7.
No. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Kick 'em.
I think now that you mention that, I think that's what's going to happen, just so that the meme can fully manifest.
I feel like it's
all
going
right.
to.
Okay, listen
whether
to me.
it happens or not.
We're done. We're done with the NFL segment. We're moving to college football. We're ending.
Okay.
It's over.
Thoughts about.
Not only is this episode about chaos, this episode is chaos.
Now
chaos.
We have to do fraud alert. Unfortunately, and I know he's gonna slip the joke in there.
Oh yeah,
fraud or no fraud, doesn't it?
Yes.
The description for this episode. The description for this episode is really gonna be Adam says 6'7" too much.
So
next episode, Adam's execution.
There is quite a few frauds here.
How you doing,
Chris?
A couple of them in the current podcast.
Chris and Adam.
But the current, I guess, potential frauds is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, who's gonna fraud it up this week?
I think who's going to fraud it up? I think it's going to be. I don't want to put Josh Allen in here because he's already been
week in a row.
Yeah,
talk about the NFL.
He's honestly he's just in a constant state of it, so he can just stay there.
Yeah, I like Cam Newton.
Except that he's proven your fraud watch wrong every time you put him on here, but maybe not this time.
It's because Josh Allen's a lot like Cam Newton, so they stay on fraud alert.
Whoa.
They're not the same. But anyways, this is my segment.
Buddy, this is my OBS recording gear.
Well, I didn't ask. But
yeah, you've been muted for the past hour, but
yes, let me continue. The fraud that's what we're
keep interrupting him.
Be definitely on the watch to this week is going to be Alabama. Or
I agree.
It depends on the score in terms of college football with Ohio State, Indiana. But you might get a little tell about either teams. Both of them have kind of been tested a little bit, but not much. Even Caleb Downs in an interview today said it best. SEC, you're playing somebody every single week. Big Ten, you got a couple big games each year. So that's going to tell me how the score is. If the score is close, they are not on the fraud watch. If it is like a blowout for either way, Ohio State, Indiana, there you go. Either one. But definitely Alabama. You got to win. If you want to get to the college football playoffs, you got to win. And I think Georgia's really solidified themselves. There's no question about them. They're really, really strong and arguably probably the best team in the college football just because of their talent and just they have a lot of seniority, I guess you could say. A lot of old guys that have been there, been part of the team for a long time. They're ready to go. But yeah, Alabama, loser, depending on the score, Indiana, Ohio State. In terms of NFL, be looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Baltimore Ravens. Either one of them. I had Baltimore already in one of my contenders, and they kind of have disappointed me just because I thought they were going to be on a little bit of hot streak.
Yeah, we're going to have to make a new contenders list.
But Pittsburgh Steelers especially. Mike Tomlin, you are on the chopping block for the first time in like 15 years. You are on the he is on the fraud watch. You have to do something. Yeah, I saw a funny joke earlier this week about there's going to be a move that Mike Tomlin is going to be put in this sort of situation, and he's going to sign an old Pro Bowler. Well, they just signed an old Pro Bowler with Adam Thielen that has like 85 yards on the season so far.
2018 Pro Bowler.
Yes, exactly.
I think it was a video.
Tomlin is going to bring out his potential.
No, okay? Listen. It was a video of another podcast, and the dude was like, Mike Tomlin posts this inspirational quote, and then we'll sign a 2018 Pro Bowler. And right after he said that, they signed Adam Thielen, a 2018 Pro Bowler.
Exactly. So it's definitely on, especially with Aaron Rodgers being back. It's definitely on Mike Tomlin to go out here and beat your rival. If not, you will be labeled as a fraud.
I'm gonna go ahead and label him a fraud, man. 9-8.
Well, he's won a Super Bowl, so he's won a Super Bowl, so he gets that leeway.
Yeah, Mike McCarthy.
College football segment, Riley.
All right, yeah, time for college football. It's conference championship week. It is time to find out who your playoff teams are. And you got some great matchups. You have literally the number 1 and the number 2 team in the nation matching up this week. To me, honestly, in my opinion, I think, like Adam said, this is either a tell or this is either a national championship preview. My opinion is the winner of that game will probably face Georgia in the national championship. I have Alabama winning the SEC championship, but that's just because Kalen DeBoer, for some reason, seems to own Kirby Smart right now. So I'm going with the trend. But I still think Georgia will move on into the playoffs and still probably make it far. Because as you've seen, it doesn't really matter kind of what you do as long as you get in. Because, Ohio State won it last year and no one thought they would. So, I don't know. It's going to be a fun week. This week can ensue so much. And this is mainly the biggest for the Chaos Theory episode. If Duke beats Virginia... Oh, the ACC can be left out, and it would be so hilarious because they snubbed Clemson. 7-5 Clemson should be in, but
yeah, right.
I'm gonna throw this out here right now. Okay, perhaps this is bold. I'm taking Georgia all the way.
Wow, look at Chris.
That's not very bold there, Mike.
That's not bold, buddy. They'll probably prove my pick wrong. And beat Alabama, and then beat Indiana in the national championship.
You think Indiana? You don't think Ohio State?
I don't know. I can't stand them. I'm a little biased against them. Their fans, I have a love-hate relationship with. They're either the coolest person I've ever met, or just stupid.
The most annoying.
Yeah, that too.
I do
they can never go 10 minutes without saying we ended Clemson's career, and it was just like a 2020 game that Justin Fields popped off in, and I'm like, buddy, Dabo was 4-1 all time against you. Stop crying.
You know what I think really ended Clemson's dynasty, the NFL draft.
Yeah.
No, it was Brent Venables going to Oklahoma.
No, it was,
Exactly.
Right. But you did have a lot of players that just like were gone, you know.
They were gone.
Well, we still have talent, and then you lose Brent, and then you lose Tony Elliott. And now Brent's going to the playoffs, and Tony Elliott has a chance to go to the playoffs. It really shows you how key Dabo was at getting those coordinators, and that he has to do again. Because I believe Tom Allen can improve next year. I'm gonna give him next year, and if he doesn't improve next year, then he's on fraud alert. But Garrett Riley, major fraud. 3 years. You saw one decent year of football, and then the 2 other years they looked like hot garbage. And the biggest issue is I saw Dabo was debating I wonder if it was out of his control. I'm like, no, buddy, the play calling was terrible. The quarterback regressed, and he's the quarterback's coach. That's on the coordinator and the coach. It's as simple as that. But this is not what we're here to talk about. Clemson's eliminated. They're a bunch of bums. They're frauds. They're mid.
We've been on this.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about there? 4-8 Carolina.
Our record does not define us. We love each other.
We beat you.
Yeah.
Power friendship.
For the Giants.
Lenore's midders.
Oh man.
They don't understand the meme.
When Lenore's did you participate in the Section 305 baby tossing?
I did. It
Good.
was such a great tradition.
I got a signed one from Cade Klubnik. It was pretty cool.
Oh, cool. I bet so. See, they don't understand the backstory.
They don't know. They don't know the Twitter burner backstory.
Yeah, sorry.
They don't know the sauce.
Yeah, sorry.
They're not cultured.
No, they are not. But yeah. Let's talk about how have we not talked about Lane Kiffin? I was adamant that we were going to talk about this dude.
Yeah.
How about a sleazy motherfucker? Just downright just awful.
Now
a
hear
terrible person.
What if this literally emboldens Ole Miss,
know, Adam.
fires
Sounds like
them
a
up
pretty
so
cool guy
much
to
to
me.
win the national championship?
Because there's plenty. If those that are listening have seen the Kiffin files, you will see a coach using power, using his resources to seduce into getting with him because he's college age women, same age as his daughter.
Yeah.
Married man, by the
mind
way.
you,
Who's getting cracked
Married
by an
man.
LSU linebacker?
And also another story about that had an issue with his other players at Ole Miss having a relationship with his daughter, but there was one slight difference in the story there. One was a running back and one was a linebacker. However, one was a particular race and the other one wasn't. So we can tell
Whit Weeks is
what
white.
old Lane Kiffin is a just sleazy, no sort of morals whatsoever. And how do you say, yes, I want this man that called Alshon Jeffrey a NFL
You cut out.
and college legend that about Alshon Jeffrey, possible Hall of Famer or NFL legend, saying that he's going to pump gas at a gas station if he goes to South Carolina. This is a man that has shown no sort of progress in any sort of his morals, his character, or anything. He's always been a sleazebag, will remain a sleazebag, and that's why he will lose at LSU and never do anything. And I think Ole Miss recovers a lot better.
Guys, correction. He's talking about Shane Beamer right now.
No, I don't like Shane Beamer either.
Yeah.
So for once, I agree with Adam. I think it's a dick move. You have an 11-1 team, and you leave like that, and it's just his MO. It's his same shit he did at USC, same shit he did at Tennessee, same shit he did at offensive coordinator at Bama. Then he left FAU in shambles with a bunch of recruiting violations, And then on top of that, he's flirting around with all the college girls. Like there's no like line he won't cross. And I remember when they used Ed Ogeron flirting with the college girls as an excuse to oust the coach. Because like Ed Ogeron, yes, he had a bad season after the national championship, but that wasn't really on him as much. They lost so much NFL talent. But then they saw him a picture at a bar with one of the college girls, and they said, "Oh, there's an excuse. Let's fire him." Blah, blah, blah. And then, but obviously they don't care because they then moved on, and they even got Brian Kelly. Brian Kelly, another sleazebag. Brian Kelly killed a kid.
Yep.
Don't forget that. And then he's just a stupid ass, man. And then they go from that to fucking Kiffin. It's like LSU said, hey, let's go from, like, they went from, I thought Les Miles, other than some of the recruiting violations, or like, I think it was ineligible player violations, was a pretty alright dude. I didn't have any majorly, like, character issues with him. But then they move on from him and they said, yeah, let's get these sleaze bags. That's our coach.
Well, you go from Nick Saban to Les Miles to Ed Orgeron to now to Brian Kelly, and now to Lane Kiffin. Like the most success you had was old dude, you know. So going down the road of this sort of path for LSU, they've done it 3 times. This is now the 3rd time in a row. 3rd time's supposed to be the charm, so maybe it'll be this time. However, I highly doubt it because Lane Kiffin will be and always has been a sleazy son of a bitch.
Can't wait for Bama to fire DeBoer.
I cannot wait to see him fired and out of the realm of college football.
Guess who plays LSU week 1 next year?
Oh, anyways,
the Clemson Tigers.
Speaking of weird coach behavior potentially being, or speaking of weird coaching behavior leading to what gets them fired, Coastal Carolina fires their head coach after only 3 seasons.
Oh yeah, Tim Beck. Yep.
Tim Beck is out, and
future LSU coaching candidate, sleazebag.
Pretty much,
he's gonna do some awful stuff before he's out.
So I was looking. I went back and I looked at some stuff. There was a picture that was posted when Coastal went to, I forgot. I think it was the Hawaii Bowl. I think that's what it's called. But they went to Hawaii for their bowl game, and there was just a picture of Tim Beck with all the cheerleaders in their bikinis on the beach, and I was like, "That's a little creepy."
That photo was legendary, man.
That's just part of his application process. You know?
Right? For real though. But that's while he was head coach, and I think that was kind of what got Coastal kind of thinking like, maybe this guy doesn't need to stick around.
Arguing with the fans every
overall,
game this year.
Yeah, if you look at his coaching record, I feel like on one hand it was too soon, but on the other hand, you don't want to keep him around too long and have him get worse, and have the program be in the shitter.
Yeah, especially when you got great coaches like Mike Shula unemployed. You can go out and get Mike Shula.
I agree. They should go out and get him.
No, absolutely not. I actually have a list of some people who I think could be good ideas for them. But if you look at, so we had Jamie Chadwell for a few years, and he took the program pretty good. He took the program to places that they didn't think it could go, right? We had an undefeated season in 2020. We were actually conference co-champions because of COVID. Stupid freaking canceled championship game. Grumble.
Rada.
And then, we had some pretty great seasons after that with him. And then he leaves, goes to Liberty. Boo. And then we get Tim Beck, offensive coordinator out of NC State. I'm like, okay, we'll see what this guy can do. First season, we do pretty well. I think we go, I don't remember what our record was that season, but we do pretty well. Second season, we do all right, but not as good. And this season, we're 6-6.
If you lose your bowl game, what would your record be?
I'm not gonna say that because I'm not
Adam.
Adam, what would our record be if we? Thank you. But I mean, I have a few candidates here. I really only have like two.
Both in state, huh?
I have two, and I have a wild card in there. I saw his name being thrown around on the socials, and I was like, I don't know, but maybe
Nick Saban.
No, actually. So the first name I have here is Clayton White out of
South
USC,
Carolina,
if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yep,
yeah,
they're DC.
Current defensive coordinator. I feel like he could do pretty good with that program. I also have Garrett Riley, offensive coordinator from Clemson, listed in there. But we were literally just talking about how much he's not that great at his job. No, we're never taking Dabo. Are you kidding me? They're paying him way too much money.
I hear Dabo is looking for a job.
But I have a weird sort of in-house promotion though, potentially here. I have
Riley McDaniel.
No, actually.
What about Brian Daboll?
Oh God.
No. I have the current offensive analyst at Coastal Carolina. I don't think he'll be head coach like immediately, but I think he has potential to be there eventually. But current offensive analyst, former starting quarterback, Grayson McCall. He's my wild card pick. I feel like he's got, he has good experience. He's currently the analyst. I want to see him move up the rankings a little bit.
Move up through he's got a couple more years to go.
He does have a few more years, but I do feel like, eventually, if we keep firing coaches after 3 seasons, he'll get there in no time.
Give him some time as a position coach, then let him get some experience as a coordinator, then move him to head coach.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. He's my wild card, and I want to see him move up through the positions.
NC State legend Grayson McCall.
The guy who never started for that team.
I've never been a big fan of.
Did he?
Putting former
players. Got hurt like 3 games in.
Oh, okay.
I never personally support putting former players in just because it tarnishes if it doesn't go well. It tarnishes the review with some people.
That's true. However, Grayson McCall is not going pro, so
Dabo Sweeney.
I feel like his football career is gonna go down the trajectory of coaching and
with the college program,
that's true.
It tarnishes the fans' vision or the loyal people's vision of that person if they become a coach and then they do not perform.
That is correct.
No, that's absolutely true. That's what I'm saying is I want to see Grayson McCall. I want to see him get some more experience under his belt before he goes to a position like that. But I did see his name being thrown around, and I'm like, that's crazy. I need to talk about that.
All right, let's talk about some of our predictions for these conference championship games, like our actual outright predictions that we posted, and you cannot change at them.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't worry. We'll let you know, listeners, if Adam is lying or not.
Oh, I've got him pulled up right now.
Yeah, I do too now. So
make sure he remembers,
So the North Texas game's currently going on right now. They're actually down. I had North Texas winning. It does seem to not be in their favor. It is raining.
Oh no. As we say that, we all picked JMU, and JMU just got picked off.
It's still a game. But
thank God, I hate JMU with a passion.
I got Virginia winning. I think Duke is pretty good. I think their record doesn't do them justice for what they have. They've lost a lot of close games, but I think they have a decent shot. But I have Virginia winning it just because they've been overall dominant. They've been able to run the ball. They've been able to pass the ball when they need to. Quarterbacks just have to be smart. Don't turn the ball over.
Don't forget Virginia already beat Duke this year too.
Yeah. North Texas and Tulane have North Texas winning. They're down currently. Texas Tech, I have them over BYU. I think the BYU is going to be very close, especially after the BYU coach what he did with denying that Penn State job and staying home at BYU. I think that might give him a little bit more edge, but I still think Texas Tech is the better overall team.
Yep.
And I got Georgia winning over Alabama. You can say what you want about DeBoer, but when push comes to shove, I know who I want coaching to win a ball game, and I want Kirby Smart as my head coach.
Give me Alabama.
So I got yeah. What's that coming down the track? But and then for the last one, I took a little bit of a sidestep there from Ohio State and Indiana. Both of my colleagues picked Ohio State. I'm going to Indiana. I think that
I did not pick Ohio State, buddy.
Yes, you did. I think Indiana. Yeah, we know. I think
buddy,
that
you can look at the picks.
I'm trying to.
Let me continue.
No, fraud alert.
But it all depends on what team shows up and if they play on how they're ranked. I think it's the best game. I think it's better than Alabama and Georgia. They should have been where game day was. But I got Indiana winning that and putting Ohio State on the fraud watch with a solid win. Yeah. But JMU obviously is tied or whatever it is with
17
to
14. They have a good winning. 3 and out. Yeah. They're able to stop.
So y'all can go ahead with Troy.
Yep. I have Virginia as well. I also have North Texas. I was looking a little bit at some of the numbers. It looks to me like, obviously, you have to consider strength of schedule competition. North Texas, offensively, they've been scoring a lot more points than Tulane this season. I still think they can win today, even though they're down right now. Offensively, I think they've got that. I do have Texas Tech. I've got Georgia. As I said before, I think Georgia's going all the way. I picked Ohio State. I think that there might be a little bit of bias against them in this Discord call right now.
What do you mean by that?
Not entirely. Like I don't have the full. I'm not as cultured, but I do think they're going to win, especially after how they beat up Michigan. I just think that they're the better team. I think they're going to win. I think it's going to be a good game. I did have JMU as well. We'll see what happens. I don't really have anything particularly special to add. I feel like, Adam, you kind of covered most of it.
Yeah.
When it comes to the spiciness.
I got you.
But we'll see.
So, I had North Texas winning, obviously. I just thought they were the better team. I know they're down right now, and they have such an explosive offense. Their quarterback is really good, and they have a really good offense coordinator. So I believe they're still in that game despite being down at half. I have Texas Tech beating BYU. They met once already. Texas Tech beat them 23-7. Again, key to that game, stop the run. BYU, you stop their run. They're a one-dimensional offense, and you can pretty much shut them down. Virginia versus Duke. As much as I want the chaos to happen, I'm realistically going to pick Virginia. They have a really solid defense and a good enough offense just to push them by. Plus, they've already beat Duke this year. They beat them 34-17. It was a game where Duke scored 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to make it look a little better, but it was not that good for them. Bama, Georgia. Now, I'm the lone one who picked Bama for this one, and I'm just going with the trend. DeBoer and Bama over the last years own Kirby, and I get DeBoer's not Saban, but he's going to keep that trend because these wins over Georgia is what's going to keep him his job. That's it. Now you got Indiana and Ohio State. This is definitely going to be a good game. I really don't see either team based off of resume that different from each other. They both played very similar opponents. They both played, the same way. And honestly, there was almost no separation. They both beat their opponents down most of the time. Indiana had that blip with Penn State and everything like that, but they still ended up winning the game because good teams find a way to win. And then Penn State's still a talented team no matter what. And then you got they have that win over Oregon, which is their big win. And it was a nice 30-20 win in Oregon. Not an easy place to win. And then you have Ohio State. Their big win is Texas. Albeit Texas isn't as good as they were last year. They're still a 9-3 team who has some big wins over some ranked teams. So they're not a bad team to have a 14-7 win over in the first game, but that win over Michigan was big too because despite the dreadful start they got off to, they still ended up winning. But I think it's Indiana's time. I think with the distraction that Hartline put on Ohio State of becoming the USF head coach, he's their offense coordinator. Now your offense coordinator before the playoffs announced he's leaving. He's going to be the head coach of USF, and that rattles your program a little bit. I think Indiana wins a close one. I think this is like a 34-31 type of game, and it goes to Indiana. And then, of course, I beat JMU. But those were my picks. Clayton, do you want to pick those games, buddy?
Yeah, we just pull it up. I hate Ohio State, so give me Indiana beating them.
Good, solid logic.
Yeah, I just don't like them. I don't like them. Very similar reasons to you, Riley. I just don't like their fans.
They're easy to rage bait, though.
Oh, incredibly so. I love doing it. It's so much fun.
Just like Panthers fans.
Bama versus Georgia. I'll take. I think I'll take Georgia with that one. Personally.
One of us. One of us.
Who's that meme machine? Who's that running down the tracks? Clayton, bark for us. You picked Georgia, buddy.
How much are you going to pay me? How much are you going to pay me?
No. Oh, yep. There it is.
You don't have to do what they tell you, Clayton.
Yes, he does. I have a gun pointed at him.
I'll do almost anything for money. Tell you what, the first time y'all ever get a sponsorship, I'll bark for the podcast.
All right. Someone sponsor us, please.
Can we get that in blood, please?
Can we get that in blood?
Yes, absolutely. I have the contract on it right now. Okay, let me think. What are the other championships I'm missing?
JMU fumbled, man.
Yeah, JMU fumble. I'm very happy with that. Oh man, what conference championships am I missing here?
You have North Texas versus Tulane, Texas Tech versus BYU, Virginia versus Duke, and then
give me
JMU versus Troy.
Give me Duke.
Oh,
beating up Virginia. Yeah.
Bro thinks the ACC is gonna get. I mean, the chaos would happen. ACC gets left out.
Yes.
Miami misses at 10-2. Virginia misses at 9-3 or 10-3. Interesting.
Give me BYU.
All right.
Beating Texas Tech.
Think BYU is going to take revenge?
He's going crazy.
He's going through chaos.
Yeah.
Yes, I am. I'll play it safe with the other one. I think I'll go North Texas just because I haven't seen much out of Tulane this year. Like, I've watched them play and I've just not been impressed.
They're winning right now, Clayton.
Yeah, they're winning in the first half.
Good for them.
You had an opportunity, Clayton. You could have been like, I really think.
You know what? It's not set in stone yet. Give me Tulane.
No, it's set in stone. He said North Texas. North Texas, you heard him. Sponsor, you heard him.
Yep.
But yeah, give me BYU and Duke.
You know why he's picking
because
Tulane.
I think that'd be incredibly entertaining to watch.
I can't say on the recording in the podcast, but I know why he's picking Tulane, and Adam will understand. It's their quarterback.
Yeah, Adam checked out. He's
Nope, I'm still here.
He's live.
I forgot I was muted. But yes. Yes.
A little bit of an inside joke there. Y'all don't worry about that.
But yeah, I guess so. What about this Planet Pick 6 here? Rapid fire takes here.
All right,
Riley.
buddy. All right, fraud. All right, yeah. Okay, easy. Best win, Texas. They kept their rival out of the SEC championship and might have bolstered them out of playoff spot. Worst loss? Texas A&M. You were undefeated. You had your first shot to ever meet at the SEC championship, and you falter against your rival. So that's the worst loss. Best quarterback performance, and Adam, you're gonna love this one. Bryce Young. He went out there, balled against the Rams, took them down, and that's all you have to say. Worst coaching decision. Matt Eberflus. He reverted back to zone despite man-to-man working. I think the Troy quarterback might have torn his Achilles. Very unfortunate. But
what a drop.
Worst coaching decision, Matt Eberflus. You played man-to-man these past 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden, you just switch back to zone and get shredded like no tomorrow. So, yeah, Matt Eberflus, the walking Saddam Hussein edit. Under the radar, I picked Oregon for that. They're a solid playoff team, and they kind of went under the radar. They have an explosive enough offense to put points on people. One of their main losses was only to Indiana and stuff like that, and then they kind of just sneak into the playoffs with no one really talking about them, so they might be able to make some noise. Kind of like Ohio State last year. Ohio State snuck into the playoff, or didn't sneak in, but got into the playoffs. No one really talked about them, and then they just went off. So I think Oregon might have a chance to do that. Not saying they will, but I think they can. Upset watch. I have UGA and UVA, Virginia and Georgia. I think those two are my two teams on upset watch. A, for the Bama trend, and B, just, I think Duke does play up. I think they're going to play up because they want to play spoiler, and that's just how they want to be. And that's pretty much it. Those are my 6.
Nice.
That was good.
All right, boys.
Good.
Hot take time.
Okay.
All right, Chris, you go first.
Yeah, I'll go first. I mentioned what mine is already, but I'll go a little bit deeper into it. I have a little excerpt here. It's Bengals over Bills. As much as I want the Bills to win, and I will be rooting for them, like I said before, I think the Bengals can do it. I think Joe Burrow and that wide receiver core are going to deliver against that Bills defense. I think Buffalo is going to, unfortunately, turn the ball over like they have been for the past few weeks. It's been too much. It's been a real problem. I don't think that's a winning strategy for them, especially against a team like the Bengals that can really put numbers up. That offense is crazy. If this game turns into a shootout, I think those turnovers are going to be a problem. Now, the Bills do have a path to victory, but my hot take is going to be that the Bengals are going to turn this game into a shootout, and they are going to win that shootout.
All right. Riley?
Man, I've been trying to think. I haven't really thought of a good hot take this week. I would say the Bama beating Georgia, but I don't really think that's a hot take. I think that's a take you can make. Let's see. I think Justin Herbert and the Chargers make a statement against the Eagles. I think he comes out after that hand surgery and he comes out firing. They're looking to cement themselves back into the playoff race, which they're still in. And, they've kind of gone not really talked about because of that Jags game. I think they take care of business and beat the Eagles like 24-17. That's my hot take. So,
Clayton?
Clayton died.
Yes, I did. It's tough because there aren't really any college games I'm really paying too much attention to this weekend. I'm going to be paying a good amount of attention to the Steelers-Ravens game. And honestly, I don't think either outcome of that can qualify as a hot take at this point because both teams are both 6-6.
Yeah, you can. Hot take is Ravens blow out the Steelers and Mike Tomlin gets fired.
Hot take, Falcons.
Yeah, I think I'll go with that. Chris, if that happens, I will actually.
It's not going to happen.
That is not going to happen. Yeah, no. If that happens, I don't know.
But if it does happen, I'm taking that as a point.
Nope, you already said your hot take doesn't count. But yeah, I think my hot take will be the Steelers get probably just completely destroyed, or at least at the very least embarrassed by the Ravens, and Mike Fraudlin is his coaching ability begins to be questioned a bit more by the Steelers organization.
Fans already want him gone, but
I said the organization, not the fans.
I know. Let me see. I think so. My hot take. I think the Texans comfortably handle the Chiefs. I really want to say that
is a good hot take, because I think the Chiefs are going to win. So that's an interesting hot take.
I really think that I think Duke could beat Virginia. That would be my hot take if I picked Duke, but I picked Virginia. So definitely, I gotta say Texans handled the Chiefs. C.J. Stroud has a day. That defensive line just continues to eat somehow. So I saw a statistic today with the Texans defensive line, or defense in general, about terms of just variety of sort of like just pressure and just sending pressure and how much you send and everything like that. The Texans were the last in the league in terms of just trying to generate pressure. That tells you how dominant their defensive line has just been on itself, that it can just win one-on-one matchups in a 4-down lineman set against 5 offensive linemen. They can just win straight up. They don't even have to do anything in terms of defensive play calling. So that's why I think they take over the game. They get after Mahomes a lot. And I think C.J. Stroud has a strong day.
For some reason, I thought you were about to say C.J. Stroud has a stroke.
I hope that happens. I really do, and that's a really good hot take. I like that.
All right. Well, we gotta let Clayton get to bed. It's past his bedtime. He's gotta go night night.
Well, yep, night, please.
All right. Good episode. Thank y'all for watching.
Yes, sir.
Y'all have a good night.
Good night, y'all.